So let us look at let us compare their habits. Let us see how their habits compare with each other in terms of what kind of communication devices they use, in terms of what is their signature products, what is their attitude towards career, and how they make their financial decisions. So let us first look at the baby boomers. Their main communication devices are, we are taking out those generations which are very, very small percentage of this mix. So we'll only concentrate on those generations which forms the bulk of this mix, and these are the four generations which forms the bulk of this mix. So we are taking out the different extremes of the very small populations which are there. So we'll not talk about that, because we are talking about this consuming population from the point of view of the business, digital business, global e-business. So from that point of view, these four generations are more important: baby boomers, generation X, Y, and Z. So we'll talk about that. So if we talk about the communication devices, baby boomers, the important device for them has been and was telephones. Generation X communicate through emails, instant messaging like SMS and all. Generation Y communicates through instant messaging and social media. And Generation Z is totally dependent on the handheld devices like mobiles, tablets, etc. And of course, their signature products about their, if we profile their life, their signature products for baby boomers is television, because they were the first generation to see the television. And then Generation X, for Generation X, the signature products is personal computers. For Generation Y, the signature product is mobiles, tablets, and Generation Z is mobiles and again mobiles and tablets. But they are experimenting with other ideas. They also like face-to-face kind of situation. So if we look at the career attitudes of these four important generation, which forms the maximum mix of the current target audience, baby boomers were very loyal to their organizations. So their career attitude was loyalty with the organization. Generation X were have been loyal to the profession rather than the organization. So they don't mind switching organizations until they can justify their profession and they can grow in their profession. And similarly, Generation Y is characterized by being the digital entrepreneurs, right? So they treat themselves as entrepreneurs, digital entrepreneurs. And Generation Z is the multitaskers. So they don't mind networking with several organizations and work for different organizations at a time, or work on different projects. So their career attitude is starkly different, Generation Z. And how they take the financial decisions, if we look at those points. So baby boomers take financial decisions through interaction face to face, and they are very much dependent on the peer group for taking any financial decisions. Generation Z goes online, they research online for taking any financial decisions, and also checks on the face-to-face model or before taking any financial decisions. Generation Y is especially very much into face-to-face. So before taking any financial decisions, they depend heavily on face-to-face interactions. And finally, Generation Z is very special. They take their financial decision based on, majority of them, based on digitally crowdsourced information. So they will crowdsource us the information from social media and digital platforms and like that, and then they will try to take the financial decision. So this is the Generation Z. So now we have, the different proportions of the target audience with very different consumer habits. So it makes this mix, target audience mix, very interesting.